Hi all, it's almost time for me to start trading again and make myself some money, fill up that bank account, and I thought I might as well show you how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to start with empty charts, well with one chart just to set a template, and we'll add some majors and some indices and some commodities, and we'll get started to see if there are any trade opportunities to be taken. Before I start, I'm going to set a template so that they all come out looking the same. I like these colors. I like these indicators. Now I'm going to set this as the default. Save template. Save this as default. And there we go. So any new chart that I open will look just like this one. Now everything below here, maybe I'll put in the pound Swiss and the euro Swiss. I just want instruments which will move pretty well and have a smallish spread. This is a lot. You really don't need that many to make serious money. Righty, and let's go crude. Crude, nat gas. Chart window. Copper, nice. And you know, we might as well put in a couple of these as well. Although the whole internet is full of people telling you how to trade Bitcoin. Yeah, nonsense. And we might as well put it in there though. It is a commodity just like anything else. Righty, very little info on Ethereum there. Okay, fair enough. So that's all of these set up. Let's go back to here. Righty. Now what I'm simply going to be doing is using this indicator here, and this is going to give me all you need to put on chart, which is lines. This one over here will draw a line all the way to the right. And what we do with this is just the usual for RTM method, is draw a line and then draw a rectangle which correlates to that. So of course here is our main rectangle. Oop. Always draw from right to left. There to there. So that is the main box which crosses that line, which is enormous. I mean, when price came and broke this line down here, you would have imagined the price would have come all the way back up to the kink of that. So let's see if we can get a more to the pip kink. Well, here we've crossed it on the right side of this high, so we could put another one here. You would have imagined the price would have come back to there. So that might be a place to look for stop losses there. If this fake-ish looking supply here is respected on the way back up, then you would at least imagine you're going to get a bounce from this level down to where that breaks. But the R is very small on this, so it's not a good place really to work with. But what I wanted to simply show you here was this indicator which we use. I'll put it on the website. I'll put it on readthemarket.com for you to download. Right, so I don't like this. I don't like where we are here. This is a good place for price to bounce up to at some time, but it's a long way away from us now. What we've got here is a double bottom pretty much, and those are just begging to be taken always. That always is made to look like a strong support, so next time price comes down here, people will buy it again and they'll get their stop losses taken just below it. It's really easy to do. So is there something nice down here? Well, this zone is absolutely enormous. This zone is massive here. Oh, let's see. Well, it could be either of these. It could be that one or it could be that one. Either way, this is utterly enormous. And it looks like maybe it's been touched there already, so it's weakened. So I don't like this pair, so I'll just move on. I'm not going to put any alerts on this. Okay, now onto the Aussie New Zealand. This is all tightly clustered in here. We're just kind of bouncing around inside supply and demand here, so it's no good to us really. What we want to look at is above here and see what we've got. And that could be a long way away. So really I wouldn't be doing any trading outside of this zone here. Okay. This is why I say mark from right to left. There we go. No trading outside of this, and really for me there'd be no trading outside the high parts of that, and we're already back there. We've hit this zone once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, so this is a very weak zone now, and you cannot be promised it's going to hold price down any longer. So this is also a nothing burger for me. Let's look to the right hand thingies over here, or the left hand shoulders. Is there anything nice and obvious there? Let's just make this move. Okay. You see, this has already been done there. That's already been taken really nicely there. So it's nothing for us here. So we move on. Aussie USD. Let's see. Where did we come down to here? What is this low all about? This low is lower than that. Okay. And it's not down as far as this here. Is there anything else? Can we move out and see? No, that's all we've got. Alrighty. So that seems to be kind of in space for me. I've got nothing there. What's this low a reaction to? Okay, well, having nothing over there, it's hard to know. We've got this, of course. This could be it. There we've got a left shoulder, and then that runs through. We're very close to that left shoulder, actually. So that, of course, was a good place to be buying. So we've got this. We're at a wide zone here. We've already done our reacting to our left shoulder there. Nothing really here for us. There's the other side of this. We've bounced up from here. So where would you go? You would look for symmetry with that. So you could look for where price came from to get there and where price went to after it was there. So price came from over here to get down to there. Alrighty, so we would look for the kink of that. That would be a good place for price to go to, and you see that you've got so many stops above here, it'd be wonderful to actually take them and come up to somewhere to the pip on this. So let's just get pretty close. Get this down there ready to go. Bum, bum, bum. Boop, 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 boom. Let's go into there. And into there. Okay, let's just get our arrow in place. Now sometimes my broker really ruins my day by getting rid of data, so I'm going to move all the way over there, and then I'm going to come over and find. Okay. So now we want to find the furthest point the price came back after breaking this line down. Is it here? Yes, it kind of looks like it. Although let's have a little look. Let's zoom out again. We'll make sure of our left shoulder level. Make this bigger. And so the low of that, no, the high of that, excuse me, is 82.15. Okay. Right, 82.15. Is this any lower than 82.15? Let's get bigger there. I think it goes down below it, but we'll see. So the low of that is 82.149. So yes, it does get lower. So really our LSK for that is here. So it comes up to there. I think that's our highest point. Ook. Have you just gone down there? You have. Okay. Why? Okay, so we have that rectangle in place. And, oh, I see. Rectangle properties, its visualization is in the low frame. I see. I want to put it on all time frames right now because this is a massive one. This is monthly. Okay. So, all right. So, we like this. Zoom back out again. So here, symmetry would be really nice from here back up to there. This is a wonderfully invisible little kink on an extremely high time frame with absolutely lots of stop losses below it. You're going to get sellers in all over the place. And here they're going to be invited in their droves because this is such a strong resistance to price. But of course that's going to break and price is going to bounce off there. So that would be a lovely short. It's a long way off. That there was a lovely long. Of course, that's where we should have been in. So okay, I'm going to put an alert on my phone for price coming just above this high over here. Get it a few pips above, and then once price is above this high, I'm going to start looking at taking a trade there. I don't know that I'm going to take a trade there. It depends. There's a lot of analysis involved, and you have to see it as it's developing, what to do with it. But that would be lovely. Is there anything nearer? No, you see, it's not an emergency for me to take a trade right now, so this is good. I'm set there. I'm happy to short there. Now, of course, price can just bounce from that zone down to where these highs break, and that would suck. Would be pretty low R, but we could see a nice set of clean orders down here, which really works for it. So we'll see. The one thing I will say about the rectangles I put on the chart, they are not there as places to trade from. They are just there to show you never to trade from any other place outside of those rectangles. So yes, you can trade from rectangles if everything is perfectly correct, but never take a trade where you haven't already set up that rectangle, where you don't actually have a read on price. That's just stupid. So Oh, we know the attention span of humans nowadays, so this video is long enough. Maybe I'll make another one on another pair later. Be well, everybody. Bye.